The Israeli-Palestinian conflict is one of the most enduring and complex in the world. For decades, both sides have been locked in a cycle of violence and retribution. In recent years, the conflict has been further complicated by the rise of Hamas, a Palestinian militant group that controls the Gaza Strip. Hamas has fought several wars with Israel, and the group has developed a sophisticated arsenal of weapons. In this video, we're going to take a closer look at some of the weapons Hamas uses. We'll examine their origins, capabilities, and impact. Our goal is not to glorify violence, but to provide a deeper understanding of the conflict and the challenges it poses to peace and stability in the region. This is not about taking sides. It's about understanding the reality on the ground, the tools of this conflict, and the human cost of this ongoing struggle.
The Yassin 105 anti-tank guided missile. This weapon is named after Sheikh Ahmed Yassin, the founder of Hamas, assassinated by Israel in 2004. This act, condemned by many as an extrajudicial killing, fueled the flames of conflict and further solidified Hamas's position. The Yassin 105 is a symbol of Hamas's ingenuity and determination.
It's a locally produced weapon, designed to counter Israel's superior military technology. The missile is relatively simple in design, but it has proven to be effective in combat. Hamas claims the Yassin 105 can penetrate the armor of Israeli Merkava tanks, long considered the backbone of Israel's ground forces. The missile's effectiveness has been debated, but its psychological impact is undeniable.
The very existence of the Yassin 105, a weapon named after a slain leader, speaks volumes about the depth of this conflict and the challenges in finding a peaceful resolution. It's a reminder that this conflict is about more than just land or resources. It's about identity, history, and the deeply held beliefs of both sides.
The Yassin 105 is a stark symbol of the challenges facing any peace process. It's a reminder that even as diplomats work towards a solution, the cycle of violence continues, fueled by weapons like this. The development and deployment of the Yassin 105 underscore the resourcefulness of Hamas, even when facing a technologically superior adversary.
It also highlights the complex web of international actors involved in this conflict, as many of the components used in the Yassin 105 are believed to be sourced from outside Gaza. The Yassin 105 is not just a weapon, it's a symbol of the enduring conflict, a testament to the ingenuity born out of necessity, and a stark reminder of the human cost of this ongoing struggle.
It serves as a powerful symbol of Hamas's commitment to resisting what they see as Israeli occupation, and it underscores the challenges in achieving a lasting peace in the region.
Moving from the land to the sea, we encounter another example of Hamas's evolving arsenal, the Al-Asaf unmanned submarine. This submersible drone, named after the Arabic term for tempest or whirlwind, represents Hamas's foray into naval warfare. The Al-Asaf is a relatively small and unsophisticated vessel compared to the advanced submarines deployed by nation-states. However, its size belies its potential impact.
Hamas claims the Al-Asaf can be used for a variety of missions, including reconnaissance, surveillance, and even attacks on Israeli naval vessels. The drone's ability to operate underwater gives it a significant tactical advantage, as it can evade traditional radar detection and surface patrols. The development of the Al-Asaf highlights Hamas's commitment to expanding its operational capabilities beyond land-based warfare.
It also raises concerns about the potential for these drones to be used in asymmetric attacks against civilian targets, further escalating the conflict. The international community has expressed concerns about the proliferation of unmanned underwater vehicles like the Al-Asaf, fearing their potential use in terrorism or other illicit activities.
While the Al-Asaf's exact capabilities remain shrouded in secrecy, its existence underscores the evolving nature of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict and the challenges in containing the flow of weapons and technology into the region. The Al-Asaf represents a new dimension in the conflict, highlighting the vulnerability of maritime borders and the potential for unconventional warfare tactics.
Its development serves as a stark reminder that the pursuit of technological advancements for military purposes continues unabated, even in the face of ongoing efforts to find a peaceful resolution to the conflict. The F-7 RPG is a familiar sight in conflict zones around the world. This shoulder-fired, rocket-propelled grenade launcher is a simple but effective weapon, capable of destroying armored vehicles and fortifications.
However, the F-7 RPGs in Hamas's arsenal are unique. They bear distinctive markings, a red stripe painted around the warhead, This seemingly insignificant detail reveals a much larger story, one that connects the Israeli-Palestinian conflict to the global arms trade.
These particular F-7 RPGs are believed to originate from North Korea, a country known for its isolationist policies and controversial weapons program. The presence of North Korean weapons in Gaza highlights the complex network of arms trafficking that fuels conflicts around the world. It also raises questions about how these weapons ended up in Hamas's hands and the potential involvement of other state actors in supplying arms to the group.
The F-7 RPG, while not as technologically advanced as some of the other weapons in Hamas's arsenal, serves as a potent reminder of the global reach of the arms trade and its impact on conflicts far from the original source of the weapons.
The red stripe on the warhead, a seemingly insignificant detail, becomes a powerful symbol of the interconnectedness of global conflicts and the challenges in controlling the flow of weapons across borders. The presence of these North Korean RPGs in Gaza underscores the complex geopolitical dynamics at play in the region and the challenges in achieving a lasting peace.
It also highlights the need for greater international cooperation in stemming the flow of weapons to conflict zones and addressing the root causes of these conflicts.
The Shawaz, a type of improvised explosive device, IED, represents a particularly insidious threat. Unlike the other weapons we've discussed, the Shawaz is not designed for conventional warfare. It's a weapon of terror, intended to instill fear and disrupt daily life.
The Shawaz is typically placed in concealed locations along roadsides or near checkpoints, targeting Israeli military vehicles and patrols. These IEDs are often detonated remotely, adding to their lethality and unpredictability. The use of IEDs like the Shawaz raises serious concerns about the protection of civilians, as these devices often result in indiscriminate casualties.
The Shawaz is a stark reminder that the Israeli-Palestinian conflict is not confined to battlefields or military targets. It's a conflict that permeates everyday life, casting a long shadow over the entire region. The use of IEDs like the Shawaz underscores the desperation and frustration felt by many on both sides of the conflict as they resort to increasingly brutal and indiscriminate tactics.
It also highlights the challenges in achieving a lasting peace, as long as such weapons continue to be used, perpetuating the cycle of violence and mistrust. The Shawaz, though crude in its construction, represents a potent symbol of the brutality and indiscriminate nature of the conflict, where the line between combatants and civilians becomes increasingly blurred. The weapons we've examined in this video are just a glimpse into the complex and deadly arsenal employed in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Each weapon tells a story, not just of technological advancement, but of desperation, resilience, and the enduring cycle of violence. It's easy to get lost in the technical specifications, the destructive capabilities, but we must remember that behind each weapon is a human story: the engineers who designed them, the soldiers who wield them, the civilians who live in fear of them. Their lives are all intertwined in this conflict. The path to peace in this region is long and arduous, fraught with obstacles and setbacks. But understanding the weapons, the motivations, and the human cost of this conflict is a crucial first step towards a future where dialogue replaces destruction and hope triumphs over hate.